Libras, this is Leah with Half Moon Tarot. I will be doing your December 2022 reading. I've already meditated over the cards and asked that Spirit bring whatever is necessary for you to hear, for you to know, expect, and be prepared for, okay? All right, so in the meditation, the Four of Swords comes up, followed by the Justice card, followed by the Nine of Swords, okay? So in the meditation, it says that there is an imbalance in the mind and an imbalance in the body. Okay. The mind is working overtime, and this is affecting the body in a major way. Okay. And we have to find some type of balance because right now we are in an imbalance. We have to figure out how to settle the mind so that our body can really rejuvenate when we sleep, or if you're even sleeping. Okay, Libra. And I think that's a big part of it. You're not sleeping. You're stressing yourself out. You're overthinking. Okay. And this is causing you to have some physical ailments, whatever those are. I can't even think of any that would be, okay? I just know that there's an imbalance there, okay? And we have to find it. We have to find out what it is, okay? On the other hand, some of my Libras, and this is just one thing, so it's a very small percentage of you. One thing is that you've been having these vivid dreams, which has been interrupting your sleep, okay? Either way, it is stress-induced, okay? It might be time for some of my Libras to go see the doctor, okay? When it comes to your insomnia and not being able to sleep and having to relax the body and the mind, right? So I do holistic healthcare, right? And I also believe in Western medicine. I believe in the marrying of the two, the Eastern and the Western medicines, right? Low dosage medicine mixed in with meditation and exercise and, yoga, breath work, making sure that you have somebody to speak to, whether it be a life coach, a counselor, or a therapist. But I believe in marrying all of those all of those things, so that you can live a very whole lifestyle. Okay. So whatever that means for you, Libra, it is time. It is time. All right, Libras for December 2022. Too many cards. Ooh, y'all got a lot to say this month, okay? All right, so let's see. The Five of Cups comes out, followed by the Three of Wands, followed by the Justice card. So this came out as an imbalance, and I think that now Spirit is saying this is how we find balance, okay? You find balance by letting go of the things that you're emotionally attached to that you can't control. Okay, that's where the Five of Cups comes in. It's like, listen, there are some things that I got to leave behind that I am emotionally attached to that I have no business being emotionally attached to, because they're not even things that I can control. I just got to, move forward and move along. And I think that sometimes we can't see the forest for the trees. So we hold on to something, emotionally attached to something, or a situation, or a person, okay, or a place that no longer fits us. Okay, and we're trying to squeeze ourselves into a situation, place, or person that that's too small, right? So we are emotionally attaching to something that we are bigger than. And I don't mean that in an egotistical type of way. I mean in your abilities type of way, right? It's like when you're in a relationship that you are giving 150% to, and the other if you're giving 150% in a relationship, the other person only has to show up and give 50%, right? Because they're not even pulling their load, right? If you can't come into a relationship whole, then what are you doing? You're not ready for a relationship, right? You're making your partner work twice as hard. And I think that is where you are, whether that be in a relationship with a person, a place, or a situation, right? So you've been giving yourself, running yourself ragged, emotional, because you're emotionally attached to this thing. And I think that when we get emotionally attached to this thing, it's easy for us to feel guilt. It is easy for us to feel shame, in the space of letting something go. You know, it's like, I'm letting this thing down. I'm letting this person down. And it's like, no, that person is letting themselves down. You've propped them up too long, too much, too forever, right? So it's time to release that and let it go, right? And it's like, if only they would, if only it could, if only the situation were different, we would be able to do this. I would be able to do this. And you can still do those things, Libra, but you have to release and let go of the things that cannot do those things. You have to release and let go of the situations that can't go that far, the relationships that are stunted, the people that have a stunted mindset. You have to let those things go so that you can get to that. Okay? And it's like those actions of letting go, right? Because there's a three part to letting go, right? Obviously there's the physical part, there's the mental part, and there's the emotional part of letting go, right? And maybe we've got the physical down, but we know that you are currently in that mental state of letting go, but we can't let go mentally if we haven't let go emotionally. Okay? So once we release those three things, we can have the life that we want to live. Libra, you can have the life that you want to live. You can have you'll be able to better. It's like there's no clarity, right? I'm getting frustrated in it. You know what I mean? There's no clarity in it, and there's no reasoning behind it. And I think that's where I'm getting frustrated with it, because it's like, it's more excuses after excuses after excuses. And it might not be coming from you, Libra. It could be coming from that situation, that person, or that place. It could be coming from you saying, well, I'll just give it a few more months. Or, I said I would do, I would give it 5 years at a job. I would give it 5 years, and I'm at my 3rd year, but you're miserable. Don't be miserable. Okay. And I think that's where the frustration is with me. You're in a miserable situation that you can let go of, but you have emotionally attached yourself to that situation. So I understand how hard it is to let go of something that you've attached yourself to. But that is where we find the balance. That is how we begin to sleep at night. Okay. Oh my goodness. For all my Libras out there that are miserable in their workplace, right? I'm not saying quit your job today, right? I'm saying, is it worth the additional years that you had a plan in your mind to stay with, right? Is it worth it? Is your mental health worth it? Is your emotional health worth it? And like I said, that mental is going into the physical body, okay? And it is causing ailments, anxiety, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, high everything for you, okay? It's causing you to eat incorrectly, which is not beneficial for the body. Is it worth it? Find another job that you can relax in. Find another space that is more suited for you. Okay? All right, the next card that comes out is the Two of Wands, followed by the Seven of Swords. Okay? All right, so let's see. Let me wrap my head around this. So the Two of Wands comes in and it's like, you either gonna do it or you're not. Right? At this point, Spirit is coming in like, listen, I said my piece. You either gonna do it or you're not. Right? You're either going to let go emotionally so that you can let go mentally so that you can get better physically, or you're not. It's like the thing that keeps coming up, Libra, is like you think you know everything because you have this plan in place. Like Spirit is saying, you think you know everything because you have this plan in place. And you haven't made space for magic to happen within that plan. It's like 5 years I do this, then the 2 years after that I do this, then this and this and this, and I have to stick to this 10-year plan. But you haven't left room for magic. You haven't left room for movement. You haven't left room for God, universe, spirit to come in and help you out. And that's what's happening right now. That's why you're so conflicted. Because you know that that your world is shifting. Okay? You know your world is shifting. And it's shifting beyond your plan. So what are you going to do? Are you going to continue with that plan? Are you going to allow God, universe, spirit to come in and assist you and taking you closer to your 10-year plan in the next 3 to 4 years than 10 years? It's really up to you. This causes anxiety. That's where the Seven of Swords comes in. This causes anxiety, which it's the words that we speak to ourselves, right? It's like, I'm not ready for this. This wasn't in the plan. I'm not ready for this. And that might be where my Libras are losing sleep. It's like, wow, they want me? Me? I'm not ready for this. That's not until year 6. I've skipped all these steps. Year 6. I'm only in year 3. And it's all going back to the Justice card. Like, do you want to find you? Because that's what the Justice card is, the Libra card. Do you want to find you? Do you want to find balance? But you got to go with the magic. You got to go with what you didn't think was possible. God is literally coming in and showing you that the impossible is possible. It's possible to skip over steps. Because let me tell you, if you insist on doing those steps, you're going to be like, I know this already. Like, what? Then you're going to be frustrated with you. A lot of frustration is happening, okay? Last card that comes out is the Five of Wands, and that's talking about change in action and change how you're doing things, right? So we're talking about like this plan that you put in place. You didn't leave room for change. You didn't leave room for adjustments or space for anything other than what you said it was going to be. And that's why Spirit keeps coming in and saying, you think you know everything, but allow me to support you. Allow me to help you. Allow me to change the trajectory of that 10-year plan and get to the 10 years a little bit quicker than what it is that you think you can do it in. Okay? Baby, if God and universe and spirit believe in you, who gonna be against you? And if they were against you, who gonna prosper? Not them. So if you're being pushed into a zone that causes you discomfort, just know that you're in a space of growth. Just know that you are in a space of being able to let go physically, mentally, emotionally, so you can get to that space of, wow, I am successful. Wow, I did do it. Wow, I can let that relationship go and get into an even bigger and better relationship. Wow, a year ago I was crying about old dude, but look at the look at the relationship that I am in now. Like, I couldn't imagine not being in this relationship. A year ago, I was in that horrible ass job. Like, I didn't even know how much it was affecting me. But now look, I'm owning my own business, or I am in a position that I didn't even think I was qualified for. But here I am getting the salary that I deserve, right? A lot of things can happen in 365 days. Don't limit yourself and allow God to make space for you and make that magic happen for you. Okay, Libra? That has been your December 2022 reading. Drop down in the comments if it resonates with you. If it don't, let it fly right on by, okay? And I will talk to y'all next month.